Well, let's have a bit of a recap episode of the tour.
Yeah, so
Because the summer tour started on Jan 16th, I think.
Was it Jan?
No, Jan.
Oh no, not Jan 16th.
Jan
it was
10th.
Jan 10th. That was the first show, Guestometer in Melbourne. You guys arrived though on the 8th of Mel.
Yeah.
So essentially, tour started on the 8th.
And we got back on the 3rd. So 3 weeks.
Almost a month. It was good. It's good, interesting. Learned a lot of things. I think each individual person learned a lot. It was good to end it in Perth as well.
3
And
shows.
friends and fam for the last show was dope. And then 3 shows back to back.
Gave us a real taste of what the future's going to look like.
Yeah, well, what we learned was just...
Well, what was the biggest things you guys each took away from the experience?
Biggest
If
thing
you had
was...
to pick one thing each.
And they're all different roles, isn't it? Artists, though.
Good question. Tough question.
Well, one of the things that really hit home with me was the caliber of fan that was... Like, there was such different levels of fans at each show.
Yeah.
And some shows, there'll be like, they're... Somebody who's listening to 1 or 2 songs and they're kind of there just to support, to support Perth music or Australian music. And then there was people there that were like actual fans tracking 4 hours, 3 hours, whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was just walk-ins who had no idea.
Who were
So-
like blown away.
Yeah,
by
just
the
blown
show.
away.
Like, what did I just witness?
So that's crazy to see the variety of fans, and also to actually see like the fact that we could be on the other side of Australia and there's still like 50 people.
There's that reach, there's that influence, the
50,
interaction.
yeah, there's pre-sales.
Crazy.
Think about people buying
Double
the
it.
pre-sale to your show.
Yeah. Next time, just try to double.
Yeah, we'll double it, triple
That's
it,
it, double,
quadruple
double,
it, whatever.
That's all
Yeah.
Ross did, man. Ross style.
And,
Yeah.
and then,
I mean-
what about you?
For me, I think like the thing that I probably, in terms of learning, that I took away the most was probably like the importance of planning
Yeah.
and how like
Preparation.
important it is just to be on top of every little thing and just even the shit that we're not even thinking about now that we need to be on top of, like stuff that we don't even know, and just to like constantly be in that mindset of like, expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
Like, we were waiting around for an hour and a half at like Brizzy for the sound guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just, not just planning, but also like having contingency plans for like, when shit doesn't go right.
Plan B's set up.
Yeah, a lot of plan B.
Yeah, just like making sure that, if something doesn't work out, we fill that slot with something else. Like whether that's shooting a music video or, so I think like in terms of that, what I learned was, the importance of planning, but like, I guess the best part was, like you said, just like seeing all the fans and like seeing how that's organically building and how, like there are people that just know you from your music, from your Instagram, no other affiliation to you,
cool
and they're
knowing
just
how
genuinely
everyone
there
found
for
out,
that.
Yeah, like asking each individual. That's what we're asking like people at the
Yeah, I was asking everyone.
Just like
how do you know
hear
Jaycee?
Jaycee's music? You have someone just like, oh yeah, like he showed me, like I just found him on Instagram. Like so many. It's just kind of cool. Yeah.
That's the way it happens.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I think that's a big factor of learning. There's also just like I reckon one of the big things. Well, it's kind of like it's like pretty much a lot of little things that end up being like a bigger thing. Is just all the mistakes you make.
And just constantly
You're
refining.
just constantly. The only way you're learning is you have to make that mistake. Like we left the merch, and that's it.
Yeah.
The fact that we like improved every show was just a testament to that. That we're always learning. Like the first show we didn't have the merch table set up at the start. Like, and these little things.
And, and another thing, like, no matter how it looks, like, you just gotta trust it.
You
There's
have
so many moments where I was like, what the hell? Like, the Brisbane show, when I looked down, there was a ghost town.
No one there got it like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was on it like 10 minutes.
Like,
and that literally could have been you walking out to like hardly any people, and you still would have had to fucking.
And then I just trusted it, and then I went out as the biggest show yet.
And still performing to like the top of your ability.
Even with the all ages, like there was 10 ticket sales.
Yeah.
And then
you're just like,
I was like, how's this? Like, I realized, like, oh shit, how's this gonna play out? Like, am I gonna have to just do like 5 heads?
It's just a constant like mental game within yourself. That's just all it is.
It's courage. It's all that courage as well. Like putting yourself out there, being so vulnerable like that was a big lesson, like a big thing for me, like the vulnerability factor.
And just like learning how to just like sort of surrender to that.
Yeah, and just
it's
surrender to it and just like just believe that it's just all a part of it.
Let go and just.
Yeah.
Oh, it is all
That's
about it.
Yeah, it is. That's it. Like, and that's
Not fight it.
that's why the learning each step of the way is so good, because you just have to make certain mistakes to learn everything.
Oh, and like one thing that I like love about us as a team is mistakes are gonna happen, and that's fine. But it's not making that same mistake more than once. And like, you know, occasionally we make the same mistake twice, but for like 95% of the first mistakes, I don't think we repeat them. You know what I mean? Like we refine.
Good on
Just
that.
refine it down.
Just constantly refining, like every little thing. Like, yeah, like I don't know.
And the fact that, like, that was the fact that I don't know. I feel like it's like a case study. Like there's 50 people there, and they all had such an awesome time. All you got to do is just multiply.
That's exactly it. That's
Like,
what I look at every
Little
show.
step by step.
It was a testament to like the potential behind it all.
Yeah, it's like if you, and that's it. Like if you can do something once, you can do it again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you can envision it, eh? Like you just like 6 tours in, and you're just like, okay, that was 50, and then you're 6 tours in, and you're just like, yeah, that's.
Like if you're gonna do it, like in the worst case scenario, you have to do the slowest route. Like the worst case scenario would be like 6 tours, and you multiply 50 times.
do that 6 times. Yeah.
300
You
people.
do 6 tours. You do it in like in under 2
If you're gonna take the slowest route.
But that's gaining the most experience, and
Yeah.
that's how you become. And then
On the
it's
job.
not like when you see some guys that you can tell they're not that good at performing,
Yeah.
but they're, you know, doing like 1,000 people shows, and they're not at that level of, because they just haven't learned how to. Like you've been busking and doing.
Shout out Smoke Pop. Yeah.
But from like busking, like even you on your own busking, and I joined in the busking. That was
Yeah.
it for me. That was my first taste of it,
Yeah.
busking pretty much, and then doing that to shows, and then learning how to like talk in front of people
Yeah,
and
you
stuff.
just, every step you
Yeah.
just learning, improving.
And then,
For
like,
sure. Like for me, it even comes down to like the smallest thing, like knowing when to like making sure you guys have water on stage.
Yeah.
You know, think of the tiniest little thing.
The smoke pump thing.
Yeah, like-
you need a goddamn
That hand towel.
Yeah,
It's
so
like-
much funny and so much better to see. You look so much more comfortable on stage every 10 seconds.
Yeah,
you
he's
just
smiling your face.
Like,
It's
you were
kind of good. Like
You were so happy
as
with
well,
that. Yeah, it gives you a quick
I'm jumping around with it. Looks cool,
Yeah,
eh?
you use it as
Like
like
you buy it fresh.
It's like
just for that.
it's like
Nah,
a
I just
bandana.
had one.
yeah, like you use it as like yeah, that was kind of funny to see.
Definitely need
You
it.
said that you're like, I need a goddamn hand towel next show.
Like because it's summer, sweat is literally going to my eyes. There's a point. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, you see it,
Yeah.
see like the salt just getting, it's like, oh, it's like you got onions in your
Yeah, I can
eyes.
see it.
You're just in the middle of your
I
class.
just-
Oh, you're half blind.
That's where those facial reactions
It's so
come.
it's so annoying that it's just like fuck. This is detrimental now.
Like I can't see right now. Like, yeah, it looks pretty funny, but it kind of makes it.
It's so weird. As soon as you get on that stage, you're just sweating. Like,
Yeah.
like you're completely fine.
Oh, also because you're walking out with a fucking massive jacket on.
Just standing in front of people,
Always-
just sweating.
He always does that. You're like, why am I wearing this damn jacket? Like, you know,
It's a part. It's like a part of the act now.
Yeah, of course.
It's like you have to do
It's
it.
like, yeah, you keep it on for the first
But
song.
it's good
and
because it shows it's real. Like I'm just like, why the fuck am I wearing a jacket? Like it's hot as hell up here.
Yeah.
If you guys were up here, you'd be sweating your whole.
Every time,
It's like
man.
you going out trying to look good on another night with a jacket.
Yeah,
It's
he
so
does
hot.
that.
You're just like, well, I need it. Like, it's
Yeah.
all about the look.
Every time before the show, you say, yep, like a nice jacket. That looks so
It's
good.
dope for the
Knowing
intro.
knowing damn well that's going to take it off by the second song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sweating, but yeah, it adds to it, eh? When you're sweating, because it's like
It
he's
does.
really giving it his all.
Yeah.
And you can see it physically going for it.
I reckon last night's show was the one where I probably sweated the most.
Last night's
I
show,
think so.
I feel like was the fun.
It was like the
fun
energy
time.
was
Yeah,
fucking
it's
high.
crazy.
It was family and friends. It was cool. Like the energy in there. Like, yeah.
It was such a
it
good
cool.
conclusion.
Yeah. It was perfect. It was a perfect conclusion. And that's what I was kind of just happy
I'm
about.
so happy the whole Asia show was in there as well.
Yeah.
That was an eye opener. The whole Asia show.
Oh, without a doubt. That's like a massive focus.
Mm.
Massive focus.
Yeah,
Like,
for the next one.
those kids, they got into it so fucking hard. Like,
All
yeah,
Asia shows everywhere now.
Yeah, without a doubt.
There's so many people as well. Like there's so many unfortunate people that were DMing going, man, like, you know, you're doing all ages in Sydney, like we'll pack those places.
Well,
It'd be so much better.
I think that's the beauty as well, because like even though adults go to the old age shows,
Absolutely.
because like some of these people don't even want to club or party. They just
Yeah,
want to
they're actually like a live perform. Like some people,
like it's a
don't wanna
concert.
Do that.
Yeah, it's a concert.
Yeah, just comes down. Yeah, finding the venues and then
Just keep building the fan base.
lock
Yeah,
it
building the fan base,
more
more
years,
definitely that's it.
more years. So yeah, no, it was good.
It was an amazing experience.
Successful,
You know, like
fucking tour.
It was long. That was long.
Yeah.
That's what I found that one of the most surprising things of actually how like crew there was not much arguments, like there was nothing. It was like like we're still hanging out now, and it's like we haven't been off tour.
yeah,
And we've all it's still
Yeah, it was
like,
just,
it was very free flowing.
like obviously the others
Like, it was
dirty
like-
dishes
yeah.
and stuff, but like
oh
Yeah, just a few.
We're humans. We're a bunch of guys.
I mean, for like 5 boys in
There's
an
a couple of hairs,
Airbnb sharing rooms,
couple of
and
hairs
shit,
in the
like,
sink.
yeah.
Overall, it was pretty banterous though. Yeah.
There was no one getting like hell annoyed or anything.
No one lost the plot.
No one-
Yeah, no one lost it. Yeah, no one was like kind of bad.
Damn man, like
Yeah.
damn man, we put
Yeah.
the cheesels
Yeah.
in flips.
no one actually like lost the plot.
Yeah.
As much hair as there was.
Like, that's what. Yeah, it was good.
Because we connect well, and I think we accept each other for who we are, and we just have that common vision, that common goal.
I mean, it's just a hustle. I must admit, there was a point like halfway through the tour.
Yeah, it was a bit.
I was like kind of like, fuck, like this is
Oh yeah.
Like, I was like, I just want
times.
yeah. Like,
But that's just because you needed your space.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
like we
Definitely.
we all needed that. You know what I mean? Like we all need that. We're
Well, that's
fucking
one-
people.
Yeah.
But that's something we need
I think
to
it was,
plan as
yeah,
well.
it's
The
just
next
the
tour,
idea.
we
of-
make
it's-
sure that
yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
one thing I took out of that as well was like really taking the time to keep that sacred, like
Yeah.
that independence,
Mm.
that vibe, and one thing that could have like been done, like this is just for me personally, is like I could have just woken up earlier every morning and actually gone for a walk, like a 30-minute walk to the beach, like a 30-minute walk around town,
for sure.
like just like could have spent that more time.
Yeah.
It was just like the shock of being out of a routine.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily like the environment, it's just
Yeah.
the fact that like, you know, going from the
Completely
studio
different.
every single day, then all of a sudden you're just like, wait, what?
Listen,
Like,
it was-
I didn't have anything here.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the food's off, my workouts
Yeah.
are off, my mind.
It was all of our first tour.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's bound to happen. The fact that we, you know what I mean, put it together, executed, and we're back here 5 shows deep, fucking, you know, successful shows. Next tour, I think, the same way we refine everything else, we'll make sure that next tour we, you know, have that time for ourselves, and we like schedule that in, and you know, all that sort of shit.
No sleeping.
Or, like,
It'll be like
I
9
can't
a.m. to 10 a.m. Boys go separate ways.
Yeah, I can't wait till like we just have our own like
like
rooms and
rooms,
shit
yeah.
and setups. Like you set up your temporary office.
Yeah, you have like if
Well, even just your own, like our own, like our own room. Could be
Yeah,
an
yeah.
Airbnb, but just our actual own room each.
yeah, imagine
Five
if we were just in like 801, 802,
And back to back
yeah,
shows.
804.
That's what I realized. Like,
Yeah,
like I can just put back to back shows.
Yeah.
Like we could.
Yeah.
Wednesday,
should be
Thursday,
doing
Friday,
You
Saturday,
having
Saturday.
that experience
Yeah.
of like 3 shows. It's basically
My
2.
voice was fucking good to go.
Yeah,
eh?
you were.
I was
fine.
like on the 3rd show, like my voice was back. It was like those were
I was
warm.
nervous about that. That's why I was curious to see that.
Mm.
Yeah, that like
Yeah.
the show last night,
Yeah.
like, the vocals were just on point.
Yeah.
They were better than they were on the last.
They were
previous
strong last
two.
night. 3 shows in 2 different cities in 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pulled it off, man.
So
Awesome.
like I'm back to back, and I think that's what it was. It was just those days,
That, like-
stagnant days.
I like that
That's
better. I
it.
like that feeling
That
better of
Sydney
waking up.
trip was just it was too long in between.
Yeah.
But we knew that, like we
But
knew that
yeah,
coming in.
but that was just based on
We already knew
availabilities
that,
with
like,
venues
yeah.
and all that sort of stuff. Next one comes back to planning.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that we
Yeah,
have it all
that's
flat out.
Definitely
And
plan it.
just, yeah, logistically it'll be a lot more tighter.
You
Definitely.
could do like an under all ages show in each place, and as well as.
Oh, I'm thinking next
So like
one,
2
yeah.
shows in each place, 1 all ages.
Yeah.
Something
Well,
like
at a
that.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
I
we
think
can
we'll have it
find
all ages definitely in each place.
Coming down
It
to
just
the
comes
venues.
down to which ones we add the
Because all
overlays.
ages is more
We
suitable
do
for parents. Like, you know,
Yeah,
they don't want
that
to go. They don't want to go
Yeah.
to like.
They don't want to go to a club. They don't want
some
to. Yeah,
shit.
they don't want to be drinking and rowdy.
And it's
environment.
but it's so much better as well, like getting in like just a venue, you know, not a club environment with like
No bar.
yeah,
It's different. Like, you're not getting
and everyone
saucy.
just kind of watches you and they bounce and you know like
Yeah, like
they come to the show with intentions of just watching it,
Yeah.
getting a shirt,
and then
you know,
saying
meeting
hi,
you maybe.
and then just out.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's
It's cool to
kind of
meet
better
everyone.
doing that.
and like yeah, it just got better. Like we just got better and better.
Yeah, like every step.
The gas meter were like, we were all over this shit. Like,
We were
thinking about
all-
comparing shows now.
Gas
We
like,
were
meters.
all over the place for that
Yeah.
first
Oh, wow.
show.
But that's the thing. It had to be all over the place in order
Because
for
that's
us
the only
to.
way you can do it, man. We had no idea what we were
hands-on
doing.
learning.
Yeah.
We were like, we had to set everything. Like, we didn't prepare for anything. We were late. Oh my god, it was stressful.
Yeah, we got there
So
when the show
late,
started.
like.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't have green room situation locked in. We put you in like an office.
Put you in the fucking
cooped up little office.
cramped office in the corner. But it was good. Nah.
But one thing I gotta say is, despite everything, you fucking killed it, bro. Like, I'm just like thinking back to like,
Absolutely.
even when we were in that office, like when you were cooped up in that office, and like Jed's got the intro going, you know, for like you to walk out, and like I'm kind of thinking,
And
like,
the mic,
how's he gonna like,
mic not
yeah, like
being
all
on.
this shit, like, you know, it's just one thing that I like so impressed, show in, show out, fucking, you're a fucking pro,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
That was
And this is
that
a
was
fucking
crazy. That my heart sank when that happened.
I was just like, fuck.
With the mic.
And especially
The mic got pulled out.
First show, the mic wasn't.
No, it was
even
pulled
in.
out.
Yeah,
I saw
like-
it pulled. It got pulled out.
That's what. Yeah, like it just.
It wasn't plugged in. Like
Yeah.
it was the sound guy tried to have it on, but it wasn't. I saw it.
Why wasn't it plugged in?
Yeah, it wasn't plugged. No, so I think.
And I was just like, everyone was.
Well, the
just
guy
looking at
before
it.
like tripped over it.
Oh,
Like,
like
they-
accidentally
You
pulled
didn't
it
know
out.
it as well. Like you couldn't really tell for the first few seconds.
No, I had no idea.
Like you were performing, like looking at everyone, and like I was just looking around.
And
like,
everyone was just looking at me like, fuck, like, did we say something or what?
Yeah, like everyone in the crowd, like, do we stop him? And we were just running around like chickens. That guy at the back.
And then-
like, I was just. Just like.
And I was just like, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It makes
we-
it really so
And then my
good.
mic started working. It was just a bit of stand-up comedy for a few minutes.
Yeah.
You say, am I gonna have to like go back in and do that all again? Like.
Yeah, you handled that perfectly, and that's what
Nah,
Richard
yeah.
said.
There's nothing, no situation that could like put you.
It's just weird though, because you wish the people that went to that saw like what happened at Brisbane, and that's the thing now. Like you like feel.
The
Like when
different
shit like that
cities,
happens, you
yeah.
actually feel bad because you're like, fuck, they didn't get to see like
They didn't get
what we
the-
did yesterday. They didn't get
full
the
performance.
yeah.
They didn't get the clean guitar sound.
Yeah.
They didn't get the guitar solo. It's like we like
That'll
after that
always be the case.
after that
Always-
Brisbane show, it's like
yeah.
it became an actual thing. Like we're all actually waiting for the guitar solo now. Like
Yeah.
like, after that Brisbane show, that's kind of incorporated in the set now.
Yeah, like that's.
like
That extra long, like, guitar.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, once you step up, you can't.
and like everything how you're doing it, like the
Well, you kind of, you kind of force to customize, like, get your set down when you're
Yeah.
going back to back, yeah.
change it up, toggle it in, put that in there.
That's mean the more we do it, like I wish that was every weekend, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or like Friday,
Just doing-
Saturday, Sunday, Friday,
just doing
Saturday, Sunday.
independent shows.
That's how you get good, like,
Flying around the globe, yeah.
and you get so comfortable doing it.
Definitely.
It's like nothing. Whereas when we have big gaps, that's when the shows are a bit, if like,
yeah.
no, we're like, oh yeah, like a
Like
show,
a
Yeah,
few
like
weeks
a show.
without-
Like we had like 3 months without one once. We were sort of like, yeah, like,
Yeah, 100%. That's why, like, and that's a very good point. It's just like a tennis player or whatever. Like, you know, if you're playing every day, you're like in the
you're
fucking
gonna get
zone.
good. You're just
You're gonna be
get
good.
There's
If,
no
if you're like playing once every 3 months, you'll be rusty as fuck.
every game, every one, you're like got the nerves more. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why this weekend
like-
was dope.
Whereas when you do it more, you just 100% know it's gonna be what it is.
Mm,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Sydney to Perth.
crazy.
Yeah, nah, it's been a crazy tour.
It was
Yeah.
dope. Thank you
Awesome.
everyone who
Yeah.
came down to the shows and supported us and helped us promote it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, yeah,
It's all
like,
about you guys.
All about you.
Like none of that was possible without having people coming.
Yeah.
and
Support
enjoying
was
the
real.
music.
Yeah, support
it's
was real.
true. And like, we've been bantering here for like 15, 17 minutes or whatever it is, but really it comes down to the fans. Because if, you know, they weren't into your music and they didn't put themselves out there and come out on those nights, you know, we wouldn't have people
That's
to
what I was
support
saying to
it.
Jed. Oh, I was saying it
No,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah. When
I was
that
like, it could
conversation.
have been like, imagine like it could have been so much worse than what it was.
Oh, yeah.
But
Like,
yeah,
like that, like, yeah, this was our first one. And
And
the thing is,
it's
we
it's
just,
awesome.
yeah.
crazy
It's
tour.
super
Yeah.
successful.
Like, imagine if, like,
Super,
full- yeah.
super successful.
Like we
tour.
came out on the good end of it. Like
Yeah.
yep, like that came out
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing. Not, I wouldn't say
50
many
tickets
people
is-
fucking do this. Like, people set up
no.
shows and they might get 10 or 20 or like even that place that we were in Brizzy where we had dinner the night before we left, where they had the like music video thing
Oh
filmed.
yeah, Rick's Bar.
Yeah, like the band there, like, you know, this was like set up for a music video and whatnot, and they only had like 10 or 15 people at the front.
Yeah.
You know, so Yeah, I
You gotta
think.
really take a step back and just look at it. And
That's
say,
it.
Whoa, we just did like 50 tickets in each city.
Yeah, like
Across the
literally.
country.
Like we were doing pre-sales.
Yeah.
Like we
They're
were
actually probably
like we're actually looking for our pre-sales. We're like, oh, how many pre-sales we got? How many pre?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
fact
yeah.
that there was actually pre-sales.
Yeah, the fact
Some
that
people took their
Some
time to
people
go
would go.
and
Some
compute
people
it.
would literally like they'd be doing everything we were doing, and it'd just be zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Engagement.
Like 100%.
I mean, just somewhat a bit of trust between the fans and you, because obviously they're like buying it
Well,
like, pre-sale, like, yeah, I'm gonna
yeah.
go. Whereas
Well,
if it's like a random event, you wouldn't
Yeah.
trust it, so that's why you don't buy a ticket.
Exactly.
Well, that's all we like. That's all we had for like organizing this. What was that? Like we just had faith, like that.
Yeah.
The people you'd be communicating
That's
to on
it.
Instagram, like, were truly coming down.
You said you just like we didn't know like what to expect.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we did the Peaky Bodega show and that
Yeah.
was cool, 130.
That was
people.
solid.
Yeah.
132.
But then like doing shows in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, like
yeah, it's a
cool.
completely different
Yeah,
game.
like, we're just like I think we could do it.
Yeah.
We're like we might as well give it.
Surely.
We just said no. We heard like one Russ podcast.
yeah, one
Like Russ is saying like
so
it's like yeah we built a touring fan base
like
He's-
8 independent tours, self-funded through Europe. And just like, yep,
Yeah.
like, we got to do that.
and then
Here we are.
ever since we heard that we
So-
blocked it in.
And it's
Yeah.
just complete truth as well.
Yeah.
Like now you see it as well. You're just like, oh, like he's completely telling facts.
Yeah, touring fan
Dunk,
base.
let's
And we
get the
did
next
it.
one.
Yeah,
Dunk,
it's
and we
fucking
get the next
amazing.
one. And dunk. Like these cats, man. Some people touring like every 2 years.
Oh,
You could do like
you're gonna constantly be on the
probably
road.
4 or 5 tours a year, easy.
Oh,
6
without a
tours
doubt.
year.
Like I want all of that.
Constantly
What
on
we
the
did
road.
last
Half the
3
year's
weeks.
on the road, I
Yeah,
reckon, and the
easily.
hearts in the studio.
Easily.
Yeah,
The thing is, like I always believed we could do it. We just needed to do it just to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I always believed that we were gonna pull it off. We just had to do it just to like get those runs on
yeah.
board.
We've done. Remember us talking about like
Yeah.
ages ago? We planned that crazy thing. Like, yeah, we're gonna go to here. Remember?
God, that was
We're gonna do like 30
we're gonna hire-
shows.
We're
like
gonna get a
14
van and
days.
go up from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, yeah, but
We'll drink. No, that's like the next type
That's
of shit.
That's the
possible.
dream
That's
tour.
possible.
Yeah.
Like that's still doable. But like, yeah.
But I mean, at the time, when we
Yeah,
planned,
That
yeah.
just,
no
that just
idea.
goes to show the self-belief though, hey.
Like,
Yeah,
how
And
much
we're just
vision-
looking at it, you're like, yeah,
We can
we'll
do
go
that.
there,
One in
there,
Townsville, one in Mackay, one in like just the
Yeah.
most like rural towns. And, yeah,
We'll
we'll
go
do
up,
one
we'll
there.
go up there, fucking,
Cans all the way
we'll get
down
that
through the
sticky
Byron
maybe
Bay.
there, sell it out,
We're thinking we'd sell
We
out.
was like,
everything.
before the tour, we were talking, we were like, yeah, we should be able to just sell them all out, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
that's a
great.
self-belief. If you don't
Manifest.
believe you're gonna sell shit out, there's no point doing it.
Yeah.
I
And
have
what
to truly believe it.
Yeah.
and what I loved was that every show was the biggest show of the tour.
Yeah.
and we kept saying
Every
that.
time we came to
Yeah.
the next show, we were all on the same.
I know,
This
like,
is
you-
the biggest show.
You truly believe
This
it
is
as
the
well.
biggest show.
Like, even though you know you just said about the last show,
Yeah.
like you just like this is the biggest
But
show.
that's
And
the
there was always a reason for it. To be
Yeah.
That was always a reason, whether or not it was like an A&R person
Yeah.
coming down, whether or not it was a venue, whether or not it was whatever.
huge,
The biggest show of the tour.
Yeah.
Like someone said something to us on the street. Like, yeah, this is definitely gonna be it now.
This guy's coming though.
There's always a reason for it to be the biggest show. You couldn't deny it either. Hey, you just
Yeah.
like just.
Well,
Unless the
truly
blah blah
believe.
blah's gonna be down there, or like the venue, the sound here, like yeah, we've got a good spot for this one.
Yeah.
Like we've got this many pre-sales.
This is a good like foot traffic through this.
Yeah.
Like,
You just show.
Indie Bars Lucky, they were just last. They were just the biggest show of the tour.
yeah, no, it was crazy. What an experience! Like, what an experience.
Yeah,
Can't wait for
it
the
was
next
an
one.
amazing experience.
We got the next one rolling ASAP.
Yeah, we'll see you all
We're
at the
already,
next one.
we're already locking in venues as we speak.
We're already back in the hospital.
We're
now,
not
back,
sleeping on content.
back in the studio making hits.
That's it. I'm going back to Melbourne. Boys are staying in Perth. And we're just gonna fucking hustle
We're
the
gonna
shit out of the
smash
next
it out.
tour.
This year is ours.
King
This
year,
is a
man.
big year for everyone. Streaming
2019.
music, the team, the fans,
So
the
excited.
supporters.
Yeah.
So much is gonna happen. It's gonna be good.
So how are we gonna end it?
Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Peace out.
Chicken smash this fucking.
Couple it in, boys.
Oh, boom, boom. Thanks, young team.
Thanks, guys.